welcome to December. Today is day one of the December challenge, and I hope to see a lot more of you joining soon. But for today, let's go ahead and jump right into it and get our bodies moving and flowing. So go ahead and begin just finding your way to your mat. And as you make your way there, just beginning to close your eyes and connect with your breath. Maybe you take your first few breaths and just observe the natural flow of your breath. And then I would like you to begin to deepen your breath. Maybe drawing in to a count of 4 or 5. And same with the exhale, evening it out to match the inhale. And you begin to feel your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Crown rises up. Maybe your chin drops ever so slightly towards your chest. Feel the weight of your hips and thighs as they're drawn towards the earth just by gravity. And just beginning to activate the core right here. Go ahead and put your palms up on your knees and then begin by drawing your belly button up and in towards your chest. Maybe with that core activated, you can find a little bit more length, a little more lift in the front body. So maybe your heart comes just a little forward. And from this nice long spine, and this nice deep breathing, go ahead and interlace your fingers all the way to the webbing. Let's begin by pressing our hands forward. And from here, go ahead and spread the fingers nice and wide. Gently draw the elbows in towards one another. And then bring your shoulder blades together on your back. So leave this motion. On an inhale, go ahead and raise your arms up overhead. Beginning to work the forearms towards the side of the ears. So pressing, staying active here, pressing the elbows in, pressing the hands up and back. Taking a few breaths here. Beautiful work. Beginning to feel some heat build. Go ahead and release. And we're just going to take the opposite cross of the hands. And again, we're just going to take a moment to push those palms forward, draw those elbows together, and then bring those shoulders back. Go ahead and draw your attention back down to your belly button. Is it still tucked? Is your core still activated? spine nice and long. Inhale up. Really seeing if you can expand the breath in your chest here as you continue to press up and elbows in, drawing the shoulders down away from your ears. I know it's hard, very active. Keep breathing, keep smiling. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release. Go ahead and draw your legs out long. We're gonna just grab under and scoop and draw a little bit of flesh out from under the sit bones. See if you can find a little more grounding here. Maybe you'll grab behind the thighs, drawing the chest forward, flexing the feet, nice and strong. Maybe you can even draw the toes back towards your nose. And then from here, this nice straight spine, go ahead and activate your core. So again, drawing that belly button up and in. So go ahead and touch your belly, feel it nice and strong there. With all that activated, just inhaling the arms up and exhale, forward fold. Just go as far as you can while keeping a nice straight back. Maybe you're more flexible, maybe you can grab your toes. I'm still opening up this morning, but go where it feels good for you. Find that nice deep stretch. Breathe into your edge. And as you breathe here, see if you can draw that breath all the way down to any tight spots in the backs of your legs. Encouraging a little bit more opening. Releasing some of that tension with the exhale. And on your inhale, beginning to walk your hands back up. And drawing that left foot in towards the right thigh. Double checking your nice strong leg, pressing that thigh towards the mat. Toes in towards the nose. And then once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold with a nice straight back. And for these single leg stretches, once you've found your spot, you can begin to release in the head and neck, allowing the forehead to come towards the leg. And reconnecting with the breath. In and out through the nose. Waking up the body. And on your next inhale, beginning to press up. Go ahead and switch your legs. And give yourself just a moment to reset up. Nice straight spine. Pressing that thigh in towards the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Just taking a breath or two with the straight spine, and you can begin to bow that forehead towards the knee. And I want you to come to what's a nice sweet spot for you. So I really want you to feel it opening the back of the leg here, not at the back of the knee. So flex harder if you need to. It should be a little bit more either in the thigh, maybe in the calf, wherever you're tight. And if it is tugging in the knee, go ahead and take a little micro bend, and that should help you take it out of the knee. And just a couple more breaths here. In and out through the nose. On your next inhale, beginning to walk your hands up and making your way onto your hands and knees. Inhale, drawing the crown and tail up. And exhale, pressing back. Arching between the shoulders. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. And continuing a few more of these rounds at the pace of your own breath. And if you come to a spot that feels extra tight, go ahead and pause there, take an extra breath into that space. And beginning to make your way back to neutral spine. And from here, we're just going to work the glutes a little bit. So finding that nice strong base, double checking that your knees are stacked under your hips, wrists on your shoulders. And we're going to take that knee out to a 90-degree angle. I'm starting with my left. And exhale, drawing it in, just an inch off the ground. Inhaling up. Exhale, dropping. Inhaling up. Exhale, dropping. Work on keeping the other hip right above the knee. Exhale, drop. Doing so good. Just two more. Inhaling up. Exhale, drop. And one more time. Inhaling up. Exhale, placing that left knee under the left hip. And preparing for the right. A couple of my props. Inhaling up. Exhale, drop. Really squeezing the glutes while you do this. See if you can really activate that big muscle right in there. A few more times. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhaling up. Exhale, releasing that knee back to the mat. Go ahead and press, just giving the wrist of rest for one moment. Pressing back into child's. Your next inhale, making your way back up to center. We're going to keep a bend in our knees for this as well, but we're going to do some kickbacks. So just one more short exercise to target the glutes here. So you're going to bring your left heel up towards the sky. And exhale, release. Inhale, heel up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Trying to keep a nice neutral spine here. So squeezing those core muscles. Exhale, release. Continuing to draw that belly button up and in. Pressing the heel up. Exhale, release. Beautiful work. One more time. Inhaling up. We're going to hold, hold, hold. Exhale. Release that knee all the way back to the mat. And setting up for the other side. Inhale, right heel up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Inhaling up. Beautiful work. I know it's early. Exhale, release. We're gonna warm up together. And just set our days off right. Get to where we want to be before the new year. 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. And 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, release all the way to the mat. And this will give our wrists a little break too, but I want you to press firmly into the hands, pressing the shoulders up, almost as if you could push the spine through your shoulder blades. And then we're just going to take the right arm up and forward, drawing that belly button in, building some heat in the core. Like really pull up, really strong in the belly, and release. And inhale, that left arm forward. Strong in the belly, keeping your shoulders parallel to the mat. Just using your muscles to kind of float your body there. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, release, shifting the hips back, child's pose. Allowing that forehead to come all the way to the mat. Releasing any pressure off the wrists. Driving those hips back towards the heels, feeling a nice deep stretch along the whole back body, your whole spine, each vertebrae opening up. On your next inhale, coming forward onto the hands and knees, tucking those toes under, and we're just going to do 3 vinyasas of the, I'm going to call it the easiest variety, but of course, the way you activate your muscles you can really make it any level you want. But go ahead and shift your hips up and back. We're just going to take a moment to walk the dog. So I'm going to take a little longer dog and wider. I'm going to go ahead and bring my toes out to the edges of the mat. From here, really roll those armpits in towards your ears, and your shoulders are going to kind of roll out and away. So really open across the back body there. And then walking the dog. 1 heel and the other. And on your next inhale, bending the knees and just walking your feet all the way to your hands. Nice deep bend in the knees. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, rising, reverse swan dive, all the way up, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up, nice big stretch. Exhale, forward fold, but again, contracting those abs as you float down. Exhaling all the way into deep forward fold. On your inhale, press into your thighs, straight back, crown draws forward. Exhale, placing your hands and just stepping back into high plank. But we won't waste any time here. Go ahead and drop your knees right to the mat, drawing the elbows in, chaturanga, chest and chin, come to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, pressing those thighs into the mat, and just drawing the shoulders and head up. And on your exhale, pressing up, and just shifting slowly into down dog. So first back into child's, and then up into down dog. So really focusing on form. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, bending the knees, gazing forward, and walking your feet to your hands. From here, take a nice deep exhale into forward fold. On your inhale, drawing that belly button up and in. Rising up, using your core for the whole upper body. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, stretching up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, placing your hands and stepping back. And right away, you can drop down to the knees, bending the elbows, drawing the knee towards your sides. On your next inhale, baby cobra. Lifting the hands just an inch off the mat. Placing the hands back down and shifting the hips up and back. Beautiful work. We continue to build strength in our bodies. Coming right into the third one. Inhale, bending your knees, gazing forward. Beginning to walk your feet to your hands. Taking an exhale and forward fold. Inhale, engaging the core. Rising up. Exhale, hands to heart. Core remains engaged this whole time. Inhaling up. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Inhaling into a nice flat back. Crown draws forward. And exhale, placing the hands. Stepping back. Once you've found your high plank, go ahead and drop those knees right away. Chest, chin. Inhaling, baby cobra. And exhale, just back into child's. As you let your forehead come to the mat. Just taking a few deep breaths, resetting here. We're almost there. I'm going to bring the one centering thought in. I celebrate my unity with life, knowing that all are one. So as we work with our core here, bringing a connection or just recognizing the connection between our mind, our body, and our breath. On an inhale, coming forward and making your way onto your bottom. I'm going to offer a couple options for this next pose. But as we continue to build throughout the month, I'd say feel completely good about taking the first level because you can really build strength no matter where you're at. So coming into Nirvasana or boat, we're going to inhale our thighs up and just holding between the thighs, beginning to bring those shins up to parallel with the mat, and then drawing our chest forward. And from here, I want you to activate that belly button too. You can really, really get into the core, even just walking down the road. So go ahead and really draw that belly button up, squeezing the abs, using them to help you create a nice long spine. And exhale, release. I'm going to do this just 2 more times. So you can take this one again, or maybe for this one you want to release your hold behind the thighs. So inhaling up, working those shins towards parallel, drawing that chest in, but activating the core, so no dumping into the lower back. Maybe you hold on, maybe you release. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release. We're going to go one more time just with those 2 options. So proud of you guys for getting up, for joining this nice early yoga class, and for taking care of your bodies. Inhaling up. And choosing your version, breathing here. Again, double checking that your core is activated. And on your exhale, release. And then go ahead, still grabbing behind the thighs. Begin to roll back towards your back, one vertebra at a time. Massaging it as you come back. So here, we're gonna do some crunches. So you can either have your feet a little bit further away from your body for a little more difficult, or you can bring your feet in closer to your body. So choosing your foot position, go ahead and make a cradle with your hands, gently placing them behind your neck, not pulling at all. And we're just gonna practice the core activation here. So you can really get a feel for that for all the classes. So start by pressing the spine against the mat. So erase that natural little curve between your back and the mat. And that's what I mean by drawing your belly button up and in. And release. And press your back to the mat. And release. And press your back to the mat. And release. And one more time, press your back to the mat, drawing that belly button up and in, holding there, and inhaling up, shoulders and neck off the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders and neck up. Exhale, release. Inhale up, still activating that core. Exhale, release, not pulling on the back of the neck. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. A couple more times, you're almost there. Looking good. 2 more times. Core stays activated this whole time. And exhale, releasing the hands, coming all the way to the mat. Go ahead and draw your knees up and in towards your chest, giving them a hug. Maybe rolling out the spine. Let's start one more little banger right at the end, drawing one knee in, pressing the other foot out straight, pressing through the ball of that foot, toes come back towards you. We call that the floint. Not quite a point, not quite a flex. And drawing it back in, and switching to the other side. Just holding here for a couple breaths. Keep drawing that knee in when you're pressing that other ball of the other foot out, and release. Go ahead and grab your big toes with your pointer and middle finger, or if you prefer and it's available to you, you can grab the outsides of your feet. And pressing the soles of your feet up while drawing the knees in towards your armpits with your hands. Pressing that lower back towards the mat. Shoulders spread out across the mat. Exhale, release. Go ahead and bring that left ankle across the right knee. Inhale up, grabbing behind the thigh, figure 4. Making sure that top foot is flexed. I just flex both, but really making sure that top foot is flexed to protect that knee. Beautiful, breathing here. And go ahead and release the sole of that foot to the mat and just drop both knees over to your right. Maybe you gaze out over your left shoulder. Just a gentle supine spinal twist. And inhaling up to center. Go ahead and switch the cross. Drawing that knee up, going behind the thigh, or if you're feeling pretty open, go ahead and grab in front of the shin. I'm a little bit exceptionally tight this morning, so take everything at your own pace. This is about your body. This is your practice. Breathing here into the back of the hip. See what we can let go of today. And gently releasing that foot to the mat. Go ahead and drop those knees over to the left. Maybe you gaze out over that right shoulder. And up through center. Releasing that top foot. Again, to draw your legs out long. Arms open out to the side. Palms face up. If you are in a cooler place and you don't have a blanket or whatnot, maybe you want to put the sweatshirt back on, but just getting comfortable for our last few minutes here in Shavasana. Just deepening into the relaxation. Releasing any control over the breath, allowing it to return to its natural rhythm. And taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beginning to bring awareness back into the body. As you're ready, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. And rolling onto one side or the other. As you're ready, beginning to press yourself up to seated, allowing your head to come last. Just taking a moment or two more with me here in seated position. Your palms can face up or down. Just taking a moment to contemplate the breath and just remembering that we can use the breath to control our entire physiology, our heart rate, our blood pressure, and our emotions. So as we go throughout our day, if we feel frustrated or anxious or stressed, or any emotion that really doesn't serve us in this luxurious culture we're a part of. Go ahead and bring your attention back to your breath. Thank you for practicing with me today. Bringing your hands to heart center. Namaste.